Hello, everybody. Shawnee here. I just come to you to let you know what is going on with me. Um, Wednesday, it's all Wednesday is almost over, but I made it to the end of my fast, and it's about my bedtime now. And yeah, I had a great day. It was kind of hard, um, and being you know, being as though that I have done water fasting for the last 14 years now. Because as I said before, I learned it in church, and I used to be on a team of prayer warriors who were chosen to fast and pray for others in the church and in the community. So again, when I uh, did this between 2008 and 2009, I'm doing the same thing that I did before. Some days, when you're on a water fast or a full fast, which is no water, no nothing at all, you will feel like you can't exercise. But for now, I feel like I can exercise. I don't feel dizzy or anything. So I did go ahead and finish my insanity, and that's the one thing that I'll be doing every day. Um, and then probably just some other relaxing things that aren't can't even really be considered exercise, like wading in the pool if I can, just to relax my body. Um, Excuse me, during this process. Excuse my hair. I'm working on it. It's in transition along with everything else in my life. Um, but I just want to clarify that the fasting thing. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I saw my friend Evelyn. Evelyn, um, she's on my page. I don't want to say her last name wrong because she changed it uh, because of marriage, I believe. And so I know both of the names, so I don't want to get it mixed up. But anyway, Evelyn's on my page. But I saw her doing the fast, and it kind of encouraged me. Oh, I should go ahead and do the water fast because I have been feeling it in my spirit to do the water fast since I began this journey. And so, what has happened with me is a spiritual thing, is that because of the fact that I'm not seeing results, and I do believe that my Heavenly Father caused me not to see results on purpose because it led me into a water fast, which is what He wanted me to do. Um, God is my coach in this, and so I don't tell everybody everything that I'm receiving from Him because everybody doesn't understand that kind of thing. But yes, He's my coach, and um, so at any rate, I believe this whole situation happened with me not dropping any weight for 2 weeks straight. Just to lead me into the water fast, which I should have done it in the first place, because water fasting does something very powerful for me as far as when I'm trying to eat healthy or cleanse my body or lose weight. It really does a lot for me. And so I should have done that in the first place and not held back on it. So this is where I am. I'm where I was supposed to be in the first place. Um, I just got kind of carried away with the physical stuff because I love exercise. I love dancing, etc. So, but now I'm going to have to just, chill. Again, I'm going to do my insanity because I need to finish my insanity. That's a program that has to be finished, completed. The other things that I've been doing are just tweaking, like my diet, taking out bread, or like having um, the the salmon and tuna. Those things are things that I tried because I had heard from other people that they were successful at, um, just having fish and things like that. But you know what? I swear I've never felt better in my life than when I was eating raw, and that is my goal. And so again, um, this is the first step in the process. for me to go back to being raw the way I was before. I loved myself more. I mean, um, I'll tell you this also. Maybe it'll help you to get a better understanding of me and why I want to do the things I'm doing. Okay. Um, about 13, 14 years ago, when I first desired to get in shape, I told a girlfriend and a guy friend of mine that I'm very close to this day, that I always had this vision of myself. Even though I grew up eating the unhealthy foods just like everybody else, I said, I always keep, it's like a dream. Like some people who want to get married really badly, they have this dream. Like it's like Dr. King has a dream, you know. I'm just trying to let you know how deeply I felt about this. But I told them that I would picture myself as being that woman, that thin woman who was sitting at lunch with her friends, and she had a saucer sized plate with just some veggies, and she was happy and she was satisfied with what she had. That is who I am. And I believe that's who I am because, as I explained before in another video, over the years, I've realized that within my family and amongst my friends, I'm the one who doesn't have to have a lot of meat on my plate. So I believe that being a person who eats raw is just another natural, healthy um, thing that I want to adopt. That because it is me. It's the me that I'm supposed to be. It's my destiny to do and to be that, Um, and fasting is something that I love to do. Anyway, and I need to get back to it. Um, I have received in my spirit for me and my group at one point to incorporate fasting as a lifestyle. And so eventually I will be back to doing that kind of fasting anyway. What we were doing was we were fasting like every other day. And so that really, really helped for me to keep the weight off because it just does. Fasting is powerful, and if you try it, if you can get through it, it will change everything. It just changes everything. It's a very powerful um, tool to use. Um, and again, I'm not seeing the type of success that that I've seen before. And so why not go back to what worked for me? I know what worked for me. I know how how awesome my results were back then. I mean, I had people like family members who um, have never, even when I lost like 40 or 50 pounds, have never made a comment or compliment. I've had those family members say to me, "Wow, you're there." And I wasn't even satisfied. I wasn't, again, at the weight that I wanted to be, but that's how small I was. People were calling me skinny. So I know what works for me. And so this is why I'm doing this. And again, something else that's really, really important concerning water fasting and full fasting, if you're going to fast with nothing at all. I'm doing this through prayer. If you don't have a lot of faith and you're on medications and your faith is in your doctor, you may not receive the same types of results, To do this type of fasting, it's not an easy thing. You may make it a day or two or three, what have you, and then start feeling sick or whatever. And I'm bringing this up because I've had people in my family, amongst my friends, who don't have that relationship that I have with God, because some of them, quite frankly, they don't even believe in God. But they say, you can't do that. You're going to get sick. The whole spiel. They bring up all these reasons why you can't do this and you shouldn't do that, and you know, but my faith is in God, and their faith is in their doctor. So you know, a family member tried to do a fast like I was doing. They tried to do the master cleanse like I was doing. I didn't tell them to do it, but they just, I guess, figured, well, if she can do that, I can do that too. And they tried. And the third day or so, they started feeling sick and weak, and oh, I can't do that. I gotta have my, you know, because they were told they're diabetic or whatever. My belief system is very, very different than most people. I really believe everything that God says that we can do. I really believe it, and I try to do things according to what His Word says. So, you know, and then again, if you're not, if you don't even believe in the Word, so you know what I'm saying, and your faith is in your doctor, and everything that he says is true, okay, your results are going to be accordingly. Because these doctors will advise you not to do the kind of fasting that I am doing now and that I have been doing for the last 13, 14 years. But when you learn in through the church, or you learn through, you know, and a pastor who's educated and who knows all about fasting, and you know, in that setting, I mean, we learn that God can do anything. There's nothing impossible to you, and that if He wants you to do something, or if you want to do something to improve your life, I mean, He's gonna be with you throughout it. So that's what's going on with me. I will be fine. I've done this before. I promise you. This is something that I was, as I said, me and my prayer group, we were fasting every other day to make it a lifestyle, because I do believe ultimately, I was one of the ones who first brought up that I believe that we are supposed to make it a lifestyle. And that's why, and this is a different aspect. This is not about fasting, but that's why as believers we oftentimes fall into sin, backslide, what have you. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, because we need to fast and pray more. When you're fasting and praying, then you're not getting into as much trouble, because fasting and praying gives you the strength and the self-control that you need to do the things that you need to do. So this is about a lot more for me than just I see other people, um, again, who are not saved, doing water fasting. It's more to me than that. More to me than meets the eye on this video. Okay, um, but I will get more into that later. So again, just pray. I don't like to tell people to consult their physician, because I consult the great physician. Just pray, and what's best for you is best for you. If you know that you don't have faith enough to get through something like that without your medications and things like that, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to do that, because I'm going into this with a totally different mindset than someone else, like for example, my family member who thought that they could do it and got really sick. So yeah, but this is for me. This is what works for me. I'm gonna be here, and you guys are gonna see things improve for me now, because this is like when they say I'm pulling out the big guns. This is the best and biggest thing that I can do in my life, in any aspect of my life, even not just for a weight loss journey, but fasting. Um, wow, just if I need a job, if I had enemies that were after me, if I had a court date, if I had a child who was sick, a parent who was terminally ill, this is the thing that I can do to knock the devil's socks off in any aspect of my life. Fasting and prayer. And that is what I'm doing. I'm fasting, and I have to say I'm water fasting, but I'm also praying during this process, because for me, that is where I get the power to succeed and to have the victory. And I need that right now more than ever before, because the devil is really trying to kick my behind, and he needs to understand that he is not going to win. Bless you all. Those of you who are who are believers and know, what's up, pray for me. Um, as I am on this journey, I can use all the help that I can get. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.